Take two. I did a different video and it shut itself off. Anyway, this is clean hair. It really is. Green onion powder. The green onions from the garden, dehydrated. Smells like Lipton onion soup mix, because that's the flavor of Lipton onion soup mix, is dehydrated onions. Like I said, I did another video earlier. It was 3.5 minutes in and it shut off, so I'll probably post that one and this one and they'll both be short. My coffee's running. The other video shut off right as I was going to show that the sheets I was showing were damaged, but I'll show them another time, you know? I just ate. I'm kind of brain fuzzy. I had something to say and I completely forgot what it was. Anyway, like the eyebrows. I did the eyebrows just for Lorianne. They're a little on the red side. I'm not going to keep this eyebrow pencil because for the first hour after I put them on, everything was swollen and sore, which means I was reacting to it. But my eyebrows are weirdly shaped. They slow down, and I'm on the very top of the hairline here. Okay, there's hair going way down. They slow down, and they need to come up more. One of these days, it's a mythological time, I'm gonna get the eyebrow tattoos. I've wanted them for a very long time, where they just tattoo on your eyebrows. I want them to go like that, up here higher, and I want the eyeliner tattoos. And that's something that I have wanted for probably 20 years now. So that's on my list of things one of these days. I don't know. Acquaintance of mine is becoming a tattoo artist, Ariel, down in Olympia. I don't remember the tattoo salon she works at, but I've been watching her work as she posts it, and she's doing pretty good. So maybe she'll take up eyebrow tattooing and then we'll talk. Anyway, I'm just waiting for my coffee. I made myself I called it a pizza-ish omelet. Scrambled up 2 eggs, put about a 1/4 cup of pizza sauce, put it down in butter, let it start cooking, put about a 1/4 cup of pizza sauce in spoonfuls all over the place, not trying to smear it or anything, and then some mozzarella. Cooked it until the mozzarella was starting to melt. Egg was done. Took it off the heat, folded it in half, and and put some of this. It's been refilled probably 20 times. Sweet basil, oregano, thyme, and garlic. It's a good combo, by the way. That combo. Dehydrated basil, that's something interesting. Dehydrated basil isn't really dehydrated basil because basil doesn't dehydrate. The essential oil in basil is very, very fugitive. It will freeze dry, but again, you're going to lose that oil over time. What they do is they use, they put the essential oil back in. It's not an essential oil, but it's an oil of basil. Oleo resin of basil back in for the basil flavor. The best way to store basil is in the freezer, in ice cubes, or in pesto. Make pesto and then freeze the pesto. I've got like 6 pots out in the garden room of basil that came in because we just had our hard frost last night, our first hard frost. And the weekend was spent pulling in plants, and for the first time in forever, we found free pallets. So himself spent most of yesterday hauling pallets, and we have a bunch of pallets now, and that's really nice. Never underestimate the value of free wood. Never. Especially since we've been needing to build a subflooring for the storage stuff that's coming. And pallets just take care of that problem right like that. So I'm really happy about that. Don't I look happy? Okay, it is hard to be enthusiastic when you're severely anemic. Okay? I watch people claim they're anemic and they have energy and enthusiasm and they keep going and going like Energizer bunnies. And it's like, dude, anemia robs your blood of oxygen. Your muscles don't have the energy. Yes, you can fake it for a few minutes at a time. And then you've spent extra energy and it takes longer to come back. That's the reality. There's a lot of medical things people will talk about they have that at a glance, and it's not being judgmental, okay? It's really not being judgmental. It's certain disease profiles, certain problems have very specific visual cues. And if you don't have those visual cues, if you have absolutely no makeup on and you don't have dark circles, I'm going to hesitate when you say you have anemia. Can you see how dark that gets? Okay? That's just lack of oxygen. That's all that is. Now, the other thing you can watch for is capillary refill. See how that's white and it's not white? I got good perfusion. But when you're watching somebody and everything's going white... Anyway, Mitch McConnell's hands are black right now. Have you been following that? That's an anemia thing. I wake up with bruising on my joints, okay? Where all of the joints have purplishness to them and brownness to them because they bruised overnight. That's an anemia blood flow thing. Mitch McConnell's a dead man walking. Health-wise, he's on some kind of severe blood thinner for some reason. I really honestly think he's just trying to get through to get that Supreme Court filled, because they want to return to the days of slavery and women as chattel. Because when you hear somebody talk about a Supreme Court justice or any justice is an originalist, they're talking about the original definition of the Constitution. The original definition of the Constitution doesn't give rights to anybody other than land-owning white men. Note that if you're in an apartment. Land-owning white men. That's the original definitions in the Constitution. And they're talking about being an originalist. I used to consider myself a constitutionalist, and the Constitutionalist Party evaporated about 20 years ago and became the Constitutional Party. And the Constitutional Party are originalists or federalists, and I'm not an originalist or a federalist. The Constitutionalist Party believed in the Constitution as written and amended by law. And the Constitutional Party, the originalists, do not believe in amendments. That's important. Anyway, it's been 8 minutes. My coffee's ready. It didn't shut off. I'm going to post both videos so y'all can be confused. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.